And if you were watching, Robertson did not have a good warm-up there. Threw a pitch to the backstop on his second last pitch, and what I will say as well is that the Bushmen down the left field line saw that, and they were all over him.
Robertson's on the mound now. Chris Nagorski is down in the Leafs pen warming up. Should there be a 10th inning?
Up and in, and it nearly hit Justin Mara in the head. In the dirt, it goes to the backstop. Here comes Kieran Wong, and he scores! And the Toronto Maple Leafs win the ball game. They walk it off. They come back from down 7-1, and the Leafs have won in 2024. Inside corner, strike 3 called. How about Max Lanoux?
What may expect from a guy that size?
Here's a ground ball right back to the mound. Max Lanoux is going to throw to second for 1, and no throw to first base as Charlie Towers was taken out. Here's the 1-0. This one's popped up. The wind's going to help this stay in play. John Salazzo's under it. Calls off Jose Vinicio and makes the catch. And it's hit in the air. Not deep to center field. Rushing in and going back is Jose Vinicio, who makes the catch. And Max Lanoux gets through 2 1/3 scoreless innings for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
What many may have missed in the Toronto Maple Leafs' thrilling victory against the Kitchener Panthers in comeback fashion on Wednesday night was the middle relief job done by Max Lanoux. Now, he came into the game with his team trailing 5-1, but that didn't change the way he pitched on the mound. He went through 2 1/3 scoreless innings for the Maple Leafs and ultimately gave them a chance to come back in the game. Now, Kitchener and Toronto in this game both needed a victory, looking for their first of 2024. And with the Maple Leafs trailing 7-1 in the 8th inning, they wouldn't go down easy. Cue the comeback.
One game so far. And Salazzo hits it up the middle. That's into center field for a base hit. 1 run's going to come in to score. Jose Vinicio is getting the wave as well. It's a 2 RBI single for John Salazzo on the first pitch he sees. Way up and in and a hit him. Off the back of Greg Carrington. And another run for the Maple Leafs. The 1-2. And he hits one on the ground. This is a slow tapper towards first base. A flip. And he's out at first base. Anderson gets out of it. But not before the Toronto Maple Leafs tack on some runs to make this interesting. They got 4 in the inning, but boy, that is a big fist pump moment.
But it is not easy to keep chucking strikes.
And Castaldo hits it into the outfield. That one's down for a base hit, and that's going to tie the ball game. Jordan Castaldo wins the 11-pitch battle against Anderson, and the Maple Leafs have life in the 9th. It's tied 7-7.
Has the potential here to walk it off. The outfield for Kitchener comes in, so does the infield.
In the dirt, it goes to the backstop. Here comes Kieran Wong, and he scores! And the Toronto Maple Leafs win.
And what a way to introduce yourself to the Toronto Maple Leafs faithful, Kieran Wong. He comes in to pinch run for Jordan Castaldo in the bottom of the 9th inning and ends up scoring the winning run on a wild pitch in walk-off fashion for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So as you may have seen, this is part 2 of episode 7 of Leafs Weekly. We had the Bushmen on last time, and we have more of that conversation coming up as well. This time, we do some early season predictions with the Bushmen. Check it out. So I was at home here, and I'm thinking, what's the best thing I can do? I got 3 Bushmen on Leafs Weekly. What an honor. So I was thinking, why not get some predictions from some of the guys that are drinking up on the hill? So that's what we're going to do right now. We'll start it off with you, Garrett, here, and then we'll swing it around the horn. Predictions on how many home runs John Salazzo is going to have this season.
Woo. Well, he's already got 1, and we know Lazo, he likes to have that low trajectory laser beam, usually out to center field. But we did see in game 1, he put some elevation on that, and he got it over the cage monster. And he had a big year last year. So definitely in the double digits. I'll give Lazo... I'll give him a 14 spot.
Oh,
why not? Why not?
I guess he's been pumping rails in the train yard. I guess just lifting them up and flexing on himself.
Yeah, that new yard, Mimico yard. Let's go. Now he's on the day shift.
What do you guys got?
I'm thinking like a 12. Slow start, first one so far. I think he had 11 last year. I'm gonna go. He's breaking his last year record. Nice 12th home run on the last home game.
I like it. I was actually thinking 11. I thought it was going to be a repeat of last year. But it's just there's going to be a couple doubles that come way of that classic Lazo laser beam. They should have talked to him before doubling the size of that fence.
Yeah. Yeah. How many are you thinking there, Elliot?
I'm thinking 11. I'm going with 11.
Okay. I don't know if you've seen Ryan Dos Santos on social media this season, but he has been hitting the gym hard. And I talked to him and he said that he thinks he's got his speed up to where it was playing college baseball. Now, Ryan Dos Santos's career high in stolen bases for a season is 10. I think you guys are probably going to pick a number higher than 10 for stolen bases on Dos Santos. Maybe we'll go to you first on this one, Elliot.
I'm going to go out there and say it's going to be a battle. I won't say who yet because I feel like we're going to make their prediction pretty soon. But I'm going to say the Santos gets 30 bags. El Blanco is going to be unstoppable on the base path.
30.
30
Yes.
swipes.
I'm talking 30 bags. You wait.
Has he got a
Wow.
stolen base yet this year? Does he have 1 or 2 yet so far?
I think he has 3.
Yeah, he had a steal last game for sure. But I'm saying
Yeah.
30 bags.
I like that. Normally, I want to one up my younger brother, but that's a big number.
Yeah.
I think he's obviously off to a good clip, and I think Butler has been sending the boys. I've seen a lot of aggressiveness on the base pass. There was one by Dos Santos last game where he tried to take 2 maybe a little too aggressively, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Ty Domi, 28.
28.
Ray, if you say like 9, you're banned from the book.
You know what? I'm going to lock it in a solid 17.
I like it.
I think that's a pretty realistic number. I would, yeah. There's gonna be a lot. So the career high, he also had a career high in games played last year as well. He had 30 and he had 10 and 30. But if he's faster this year, yeah, I think he can. 17.
What's your number, Thomas? You keep
What about
saying
yourself?
us. Yeah,
Yeah.
what about you, man?
I'm gonna say it's 22.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not pretty good.
Nice.
So Ray's the only one doubting the speed, eh?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I certainly was surprised when I saw this today because I completely forgot about this. Jordan Castaldo had a career high in walks last season. He had 43. He's one of the guys who leads the IBL in walks almost every single season. Prediction on how many walks Jordan Castaldo is going to pick up this season. We'll start with you this time, Ray.
43. I'm pretty sure he's already got a couple to start the year already, back to his old ways. I'm gonna say he locks in 45.
Another career high.
Career
Yeah,
high.
we don't go low. Yeah, he's a machine. Obviously the OBP machine of the league, and I think he has been for probably better part of the last decade. He contemplated retirement, so I think he's getting a little bit more patient. Waiting for his spots. I do love that number, so I'm gonna pull an old Price is Right. I'll take 46, Bob.
All right. I'm going to go with 39 only because I have seen him called out looking on strikes, I think 3 times this year, and none of those were strikes. So I'm saying that's taking 3 walks away from him, and I think he's at 39 at the end of the year. That's my guess.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a low walk year too, just because I think that Jordan Castaldo is going to swing the bat a lot this season. So I'm going to say 31.
Okay.
I like it.
I think he's motivated to hit some home runs the opposite way as well this season.
I think so too.
We got to give the pitchers some love as well. With Hennis Alvarado, he was electric last year, wasn't he? One of the best pitchers in the Intercounty Baseball League, had an ERA of just over 2. We'll go to you first on this one, Ray. Can he match something close to 2 again this season?
I think we're going to see something just around 2, maybe really low 2, but I think we're going to match it. He's starting real hot, and I'm excited. Let's go.
I got to go. I'm with Ray on this one. I think it's low 2s. I'm going to say it's 2.18 range. like a couple over, a couple under. But he's going to be an absolute K machine again, and we're going to win some games when he starts. I'm here for it.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit with the boys. I'm actually gonna go a 1.9999, Bob. He's gonna break two. He spent the winter in Canada, so he got more acclimated, hanging out with the boys. Alvi, great on him to show out for the Leafs party at the end of the year that we hosted. He took home some hardware.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to bring it this year, man. That guy was a complete stud down the stretch and into the playoffs.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I can't wait to see what he's going to bring for the rest of this season.
Dude, that playoff start that he had, the 9 innings, like 145 pitches, was amazing.
Insane.
Yeah, that's a lot of decimals on your answer too. That must be the stats you're getting on the new IBL app, right?
They use an abacus on that thing, don't they?
Yeah. One more pitcher that's not really a pitcher. You guys have coined him Shohei Ohtani. In fact, he's brought the Ohtani rule to the Intercounty Baseball League as well. I don't know if you guys saw it the other day. He was the DH and the pitcher as well. This is a guy who has an ERA of 0 right now. He had an excellent start last time out. I know he wanted to go more than 55 pitches as well. I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will give up a couple runs, but maybe not many. But what's the ERA on Jesse Hodges there, Elliot?
Ooh, I think it's going to be like a workman's 3.5. He's going to throw a lot of pitches. He'll go steep in some games, but he's always going to give you a chance to win.
Yeah.
And then you get to keep that bat in the lineup. So there's added value there. But I think 3.5, a hard-earned 3.5.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'll follow that. As a follow-up too, like why did we yank him? He was dealing. Like I was curious about that move. But I'll never doubt Butler or Greener. Those are my boys. They know what they're doing. Yeah, I think he has a strong showing. When you're swinging the bat and then getting up to pitch, you may see some, getting tired, but Haji, he's all over the, field. He makes great plays in the outfield. So I'm going to say his ERA is going to be half of his outfield assists, which is going to be 7. So my math is correct. I'll go with Elliot at 3.5.
There you go, baby.
Yeah, I think your math is correct there.
All right, so I'm putting a lot of thought into this, and I'm also going to make a crazy hot take that I think will happen this year. So I'm going to say he's going to have like a low 4 ERA, but we are going to witness him have a pitching and batting game where he legs out a triple for the boys.
But only when he's pitching, not when he's playing.
Only when he's
I can't wait when I'm editing this later to put a numerical value on all of these.
I want to say though too, didn't Hodge have like a sparkling ERA last year? I feel like he was electric on the mound. He had our second best ERA or first.
Yes,
Willie.
I think he did. I think it was like high 2s or 3.
Yeah,
but small sample size as well. He'll pitch a lot more innings this year.
Yeah.
Just a correction though. It's Show Hodge Ohtani.
Show Hodge. Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, we used to call him Hodgepodge, and he was like, "I hate that nickname." So.
And what a pleasure it was to have the Bushmen on Leafs Weekly. So thanks so much to them for hopping on. That was a lot of fun chatting with them. They also have their own social media platforms. They got Instagram, so you can check them out on there. They also got YouTube where they do their own show, The Bush Banter, and that's a whole lot of fun to watch as well. We got more baseball coming up for the Toronto Maple Leafs. On Saturday night, they take on the Welland Jackfish, the defending Dominico Cup champions, on the road, and then they're right back against the Welland Jackfish on Sunday. That game goes at 2 p.m. at Dominico Field. We'll have the game right here on YouTube for you, or you can come down to the pits as well. Thanks so much for watching Leafs Weekly.